Alright, YouTube, what's going on? This is Reptar4909. This is my first battle ever on the ElitePokemonBattlers channel against my friend Blingo from... yeah, he's just my friend. Anyway, so I lead with Spectran. I know a Specs Overheat can kill lead Machamp, so that's what I go for, but he obviously knows that's coming because we're friends. And he goes into Tyranitar and takes nothing from it. So, obviously I can't stay in now because I'm locked on to Overheat. So I go out into Regirock because Regirock is just my signature guy. He's probably my favorite poke to use in Wi-Fi, and you'll see why. He takes nothing from Payback. In the Sandstorm, he is a god with his defense boosted, and yeah, he's just really good. So I go for Toxic, trying to get damage on that T-Tar because T-Tar can potentially wreck my team, but he goes out into Machamp. It's good because I get the Lumberry away from him, so that actually wasn't all that bad. I predicted Dynamic Punch, and I go out into Gengar, and that's what happens. So, even though I know a Payback is coming, if I could get Will-O-Wisp to hit, his attack will be halved, and I could probably live a Payback. So I go for Will-O-Wisp. Thankfully it hits. He goes for the Payback, and exactly what I had planned happens, and I live that. So, that worked out perfectly for me. Now, he's got a Burn Machamp, which is kind of crippled, I suppose. He doesn't have Stealth Rock up, so Skype is making noises. Anyway, I go out into Shrubbery because Tangrowth is awesome, and he goes for a Ball Punch. And yeah, it does nothing because he's burned and because Tangrowth is a man-child. So, he gets Sandstorm and Burn action. Yeah, I use Leech Seed, and he goes out into Shaman, which is good prediction, predicting my Leech Seed. So, yeah. God, Skype, stop making noises. Anyhoozle. Yeah, now, obviously, I have to switch out. Or actually, I don't switch out. I knock off his leftovers because I want him to be taking Sandstorm damage as opposed to just nothing. So at least that's some residual damage, like 1/16 every turn or whatever it is. So anyway, I go into Regirock now, predicting a Seed Flare. Actually, no. What was I predicting? I don't know what I was predicting. But he goes for Hidden Power or something. And it's not, maybe, I have no idea. Anyway, I live that because Special Defense boosted. He goes for Seed Flare, and look how much this Seed Flare does. Stab Seed Flare from Shaman, boom. Doesn't even do half. I set up my rocks because Regirock is just awesome. Yes, it's so good. I love this thing. Anyway, I switch out now and I go into Gengar as fodder to see what he wants to do. Maybe I get a Seed Flare miss and get like a Shadow Ball off on him, but it doesn't happen. So yeah, now that that thing is dead, I think I'm going to go on to Flygon here and just U-turn. No, I go on to Tran. Right, Tran's faster because it's defensive Shaman. So you use Overheat, I believe. I just go for it, and it misses against this Dragonite, which kind of sucks for me because that would have done some damage, and some damage is better than no damage. So anyway, I switch back into Tangrowth as he Dragon Dances because I know that Tangrowth can take anything he wants to throw at me unless he's carrying Fire Punch, which I don't think many of them do anymore. So, anywho, I'm going to use Sleep Powder here because I haven't slept anything yet, and it'd just be good to have this Dragonite asleep because that means it can't do anything to me. So yeah, that thing goes to sleep, and Skype is still making ridiculous amounts of noise. Anyway, so now I'm going to try and set up Leech Seed. No. Do I? I don't remember. Maybe I do. Nope, double switch. I knew he was going to go back into Shaman, so I went out into Heatran. Yes, that was good. Good on my part. And now, I feel like he's going to go into Tyranitar, so I go for the Earth Power, and that was a professional little prediction on my part, because even though he's got the special defense boost, and he's probably got a lot invested in special defense, seeing as how much that Specs Earth Power did, like less than half. I think I can kill him with another one, so I go for it, and it ends up taking out the Tyranitar. So that was a huge play on my part. That prediction, that was really good for me. Anyway, so now he goes out into the Starmie thing, and the Starmie thing is actually going to cause me a lot of trouble. I go out into Clefable, take a Hydro Pump. Maybe, I wasn't sure if he had Surf or Hydro Pump yet, or even what kind of Starmie he was. So, I know Clefable can take less than half from a Surf, but way more than half from a Hydro Pump, so that's what happens. I just stay in and let Clefable die so that Starmie takes more Life Orb and Sandstorm damage so I can come in and Revenge Kill it with something else. Clefable never does anything for me, and that's sort of getting me sad, because I like that thing a lot. Anyway, go out into Flygon. Obviously, the U-turn is obvious, so he goes out into this Machamp guy, takes some U-turn action, and yeah. I go back into Heatran because it's just what I've got going on. It's kind of my little game I'm playing with him. So now I'm going to go for a Dragon Pulse, predicting a switch into that Dragonite, hopefully, but it doesn't happen. Even if he went into Starmie to resist the overheat or whatever, it wouldn't have mattered. So he goes back into Starmie, and I can't stay in, obviously, so I go into Regirock this time, and he uses Recover. So if I had stayed in and used Dragon Pulse, it probably would have done quite a bit of damage, but whatever, that's fine. I think here I just go for a Stone Edge, just maybe I would live something, or maybe he would miss a Hydro Pump, or maybe, but no, doesn't work. I die. And yeah, so he takes more Life Orb than Sandstorm, and now I go out into Flygon. Yeah, Flygon. And now I see that Dragonite is weak to Outrage, Starmie's going to die to an Outrage, Shaman's going to die to an Outrage, so I go for Outrage. And I haven't seen his last. I kind of forgot that he had one more guy. So Sandstorm's going to take out the Shaman after Outrage, and at this point, I thought I was in the clear. Like, 3-turn Outrage, maybe I could, like, just sweep from here. No, he's got this Jirachi. I'm like, ah, damn it. So he uses Iron Head, and Iron Head does literally just over half. I believe it's 2 points over half. So Outrage does nothing. I pray for the 2-turn Outrage, and I get it, which is fantastic. So he switches out and goes out into Starmie, predicts my switch into Heatran, which was a very good switch for him. And yeah, so now I'm just sort of stuck here. Now, I think I have to let Heatran die here, so that I can bring in Flygon, and have him predict the U-turn and then use Dragon Claw, I believe, because I know that Dragon Claw will kill Starmie from here, and I don't want to be locked on Outrage in case that Jirachi comes back in, so I go for Dragon Claw. He actually goes into the Dragonite, and Dragonite's going to die to a Dragon Claw, so that was actually a smart move on my part too, to not go for Outrage and go for Dragon Claw. So, now, this Starmie, oh, Skype again. Anyway, he goes on to this Jirachi thing now, and I can't stay in, obviously. But he predicts my switch into Tangrowth, I guess. If I stayed in, I probably could have killed the Starmie, and it would have made this game a lot faster. But anyway, so I just go for a Power Whip here, because that's really all I could do. And if he went for a Recover, then I would hit it really hard. So he had to go for Ice Beam there to kill me off. And now we both kind of knew it was going to come down to 1v1. I suppose. So yeah, Sandstorm doesn't quite take him out there. I use Earthquake because Earthquake's going to hit Jirachi for super effective damage. I believe he's faster than me if he's running Jolly Scarf, not Adamant Scarf or whatever. I thought Iron Head might do less than it did before, and I end up living with 3 hit points and Earthquaking for the win. So great game, Blingo. Check him out. I'll leave my link to my channel in the description. Thanks for watching YouTube. Thanks, EPB, for letting me post this, and peace out.